Sometimes you just got a taste for spaghetti, y'all. And that's what we're going to do today because it was so good and it was right up my alley. Let's get into it. All right, we're about to make some easy spaghetti. I know y'all like, why are you recording spaghetti? And that's the easiest thing. I know, because I have little sisters and people that follow me that don't know how to make freaking spaghetti. Crazy enough, but not saying that they don't know how to make spaghetti. I don't even know if they know how to make spaghetti or not. But I'm gonna make spaghetti because some people really know how to make a basic spaghetti. So that's what I'm about to do, and I'm about to show y'all. All right, so let's get into it. Anywho, get you a what is this? A pot of water. Do not ask me how much water to put in there, y'all. Just put some damn water in there. Then add some oil. Just because this will help with the noodles. Add a little bit of salt. That's it for that. So I have some Italian sausages. What I'm going to do with this Italian sausage, y'all, is I'm going to take them and break them in half. We're gonna double this. That's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna do that for all of these. So we just made 12 meatballs into 24. These are still some nice sized meatballs, y'all. Like, come on now. Alright, so now we got 24 meatballs. Okay, for this one, y'all, we finna use ground beef, sausage, this beef sausage, and these sausage balls we just made. We're gonna wait on the sausage balls first. Now, if you don't want to use all of this meat, you could just use the ground beef. This might be better to use a cast iron skillet. But since I got so much meat and so much food, I don't have a big enough cast iron skillet, so I'm going to use this one. And then we're going to season it in just a moment. Okay, so now we're going to add our bell peppers. We just got green today. And onions. Once the meat is all chopped up, then we'll add the meatballs. We don't want to chop up the meatballs. We don't want it to be in the way. At this point, the meat is pretty much chopped up. We're going to add the meatballs and then we're going to season it. The meat is not fully cooked, y'all, so we're going to season it. Relax. We're going to add these meatballs, though. We're going to go in with some garlic powder. Seasoning salt. Onion powder. Oregano. Italian, black pepper. Now we just gonna flip this over just because we don't want to mess up the meatballs. We're just gonna do a flip over method with this. Make sure the meatballs get down in there. Teaspoons of minced garlic. Okay, if you have any grease, you can try to strain it this way. Or y'all can literally just dump this whole thing into a strainer. But I'm gonna get as much as I can now, and then I'm gonna add the tomato sauce. Alright, so now we're gonna go in with this tomato sauce. See, this is why you want to get as much grease out as possible. See, I didn't get as much as I should have, but it's okay. I'll try to get more. Okay. So this is what I mean by try to get as much grease out as possible. I was able to still get some. Let me show you. Right, you can still see a little bit over there. That's what I need, y'all. Just took some. It's gonna soak up a lot of the grease, not a lot of the juice or the tomato sauce. See, it gets a lot of the grease. But that was just the last part. I was able to get all of the grease. And when I say that, this is what I mean. I'm sorry, I gotta get the grease out, like, hello. Anyways, so we're gonna put this on low and put a lid on it. And come back and add some chunks of tomatoes. Like some diced tomatoes. I like chunks of tomatoes, like diced tomatoes. I'm gonna strain this can of diced tomatoes just because I don't want it to make it watery. So just like as much as possible. Diced tomatoes. I'll mix that in. We got our meat sauce going. We're gonna let this simmer for about 15-20 minutes with the lid on while these noodles is cooking. I'm finna show y'all the noodles. Alright. So we already got the water boiling over here. I'm using angel hairs noodles because we don't like to put our noodles or our spaghetti together. And I'll show y'all that in a minute once everything is done. So right here is where you can put regular spaghetti noodles if you like, but we are using angel hair because I'm gonna just use this whole pack. Yep. So if you don't know if your noodles is done, quick little easy little trick. Just if it stick like that, it's done. If it don't roll off, it ain't done. So these noodles are done. As far as these noodles go, y'all, let me show you. It still got a lot of water in it. I'm gonna drain some of it, but you want to leave a little bit of water in it because they will start getting real sticky and then start breaking up into real little pieces, and that's not what I like. So I'm gonna strain some of this out, but I am gonna leave some at the bottom, just enough to be able to flip the noodles and keep them wet, if that makes sense. I'll show you. What you wanna do is get you a strainer, y'all see it, and strain those noodles out. I know a lot of people don't do this, but I'm gonna rinse this because there is a lot of slimy stuff on it. Come out. Back in the pot. Now, if you wanted to heat them back up, you can put them back on there with a little bit of water. Now that we got all the slime off, which I'm gonna put a little bit of water. That you have to keep a little water in them so they don't be sticky. Okay, coming over here to check on the meat. The meat has been simmering on low, y'all. That's gonna cook through the meatballs. That's the reason why I put the lid on, put it on simmer for about 15-20 minutes while you cook the noodles, because it's gonna cook through the meatballs. So your meatballs will be cooked all the way through. So this is done. This is where you can go ahead and taste it and see if you need anything else. Normally I would have put, what is it over there? Cayenne pepper and fresh red peppers. But Y'all know I cook for my family. It's gonna make it too hot for them. So I'm gonna put it in my home personal. Sometimes I even like jalapenos. So yeah, cause I like spicy food. So I might just put that in my own dish. But let's go ahead and plate this. Okay, so I forgot to tell y'all, like this is where the noodles is done. You can strain them out. If you like your spaghetti like together in one pot, strain the noodles, then put your meat sauce inside with the noodles or vice versa, however you want to do it. This is where you can now mix your noodles mix everything together once everything is done. We don't like ours together, so we keep the noodles separate and the meat over here, and then I'll show y'all how I plate it if this is how you like it. But what you want to do is put you some noodles down. Give you all the